Hey, Joe here. Saturday morning. Weather's beautiful today. Gonna get some work done in the garage, get some work done on Britney. But also, someone you guys seen before. My bro, Tony.
What's
Tony
up?
Bucci's here. Yeah, bro. What's going on?
Not too much. I got a new car.
What? What
Yeah,
kind of new car?
it's a WRX STI.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, little Subi.
Yeah, nice. It's pretty awesome. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
weird car.
I'm not gonna lie, it's weird, but I took this car for a drive, and it's pretty fun to drive. It's cool. It needs like a couple things here and there. Tony's like in the middle of getting that stuff taken care of, but he's about to do the most important mod ever.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah, this is important. So he'll have the Joe Wrenches sticker on here. The question is, who that watches this channel wants to see videos where Tony modifies this STI? Let me know in the comments if you want to follow along. He's going to do a few things to this. It actually has a couple mods on it right now. If you want to go over it, let me know. We'll make a video about it. Jeremy at Fat House Fabrication says that the tip valve is built in right here. I thought there was just a fitting for it. So I bought this tip valve and I put it on there. You saw in one of my last videos. I put this tip valve on. I might have done it for no reason at all. Jeremy says there's that's a tip valve right there. Would you look at that? One of the coolest things about this fuel cell is that it has a tip valve built right in. If you watched my previous video, you'll know why I have this. If you didn't, you'll find out in a second. I just got to remove this headlight. So, brief history. This fitting doesn't fit under that headlight. We're going to see if this one does. I would say there is definitely a difference there. See if it's enough. Gotta put the headlight in to find out, but it does look like this angle here that goes into that hole is a little better. Alright, this headlight's back in, and it looks like it sits in the right spot. Rests down here and down there like it's supposed to, so that would tell me that it does clear this new fitting. So you can't really tell, but that fitting does just touch the headlight. And the way I can tell is if I move this headlight back, it kind of goes up slightly right at that point where it hits that. But I think if I just hold the headlight up with the bolts in, I can tighten them and it won't be resting on that fitting at all. And it looks like it's barely not touching the headlight. You can probably slide a piece of paper through there if you're lucky. That works for me. So I have the pump and that little pump collar thing off of here. That thing's getting anodized black to match this with along with a few other things. But I got to take this bracket off. I got to change this dowel out. I got to drop a timing belt in there and put this back together. And that'll be ready for the next step. Another thing I need to work on real quick is way down in there is my water pump. And I just need to flip its orientation so it feeds water from the driver's side into the driver's side of the motor and out the passenger side to the radiator, and then back from the radiator into the passenger side of the pump. So it just needs to be swapped orientation for that to work. The last thing I want to get done is the actual fuel line that's going to piece all this together from the cell all the way up to the pump. So here's my Gates timing belt I'm going to be putting on there. I don't think I have to ask for comments about that. Here's my dowels. I bought these dowel pins. Last thing is this Vibrant AN hose that I'm going to be using for these fuel lines down here. Blue. Tony,
Yeah,
you mind helping me work on this stuff?
I got this. Yeah, let's do this.
All right. All right, so Tony's going to take these bolts out. Removing this from this side gets not only this front piece out, but these little spacer pieces as well, so that we can work in there. All right, those bolts are out. Let's see if this will pop off of here. It just pop, it'll just pop right off. Right?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Woo.
That's tight. Wait, here's what we're gonna do. Yeah,
Got it.
gorilla power. All right, cool. We'll take that off, and then we can. This is on. Oh, this is pretty. This is stuck. Oh, God.
Yeah. Got it.
What would I do without you? All right, now I got to try to get this out of here. I hope it goes easier than last time. Old man eyes. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. That's the difference between the pin I cut too short and the pin that I hopefully bought the exact right length for. All right, so with this dowel in there, that's much better engagement on that dowel. And Tony can put that Loctited bolt in there. Nice. I'll have to grab the socket to get it in there. Click.
Wait, how many foot-pounds?
You didn't hear it click?
Oh, yeah, okay. Good.
I'm about to put this timing belt in here before I put the fuel pump bracket back on, but I realize I have to remove this motor mount also to get the timing belt on there. So just got a little bit more complicated, but no big deal.
Action.
All right, so I'm just tossing this down in here so that I don't have to take this back apart later. I'm not putting the timing belt all the way on because I like to spin the oil pump with a drill and get some oil pressure throughout the engine, get some oil throughout the engine before I start it the first time. So I'm just going to place this on here like this, and then I can put this motor mount back on that, and then I can put the fuel pump bracket back on. All right, so we got to put this bracket back on and use these bolts that are pre-Loctited to hold it on. Ready?
I think so. I'm going to try.
I like to do this left-handed. It's like a practice in dexterity. I don't actually like to do it left-handed. It's just because they're on that side. And... Oops. So I got this Vibrant hose here so that I can start working on the fuel line that goes from the fuel cell to the fuel pump. It goes through this filter, which, as you can see here, I'm kind of holding where it's going to go. It's going to be up off of the plate. Makes for a much better angle between these two fittings. And I just have to mount this bracket And then I can stick the fuel pump in there, tighten it down, and start building this line to start. I took some measurements, and this essentially needs to go here. So I'm going to get that mounted. I need to drill and tap a couple holes for this fuel filter bracket. I picked out some bolts. I got a drill bit, and I got a tap. I got that one hole done. It was a lot of work, actually, but it's drilled and tapped. Made a little mess there. I think I'm going to mount the bracket and mark the second hole and drill and tap that. Then I'll clean up. This has not been easy to drill. I'm super tired trying to drill through this solid steel. So I developed this contraption. Let me see if I can make it work while I video. Would you look at that? I got my two holes. They don't look like they are vertical properly, but we'll have to work with that. And everything's cleaned up. So I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this bracket in and get this fuel filter mounted in it. That is very solidly mounted. I like this a lot. Got that filter where I want it. It's very sturdy in there. I can like open this real easy. Like I don't have to brace the filter, you know. It's in there tight enough that I can open and close that valve anytime I want. So I got to put this 90-degree fitting is where I'm at on this. And this is essentially going to go like that, something like that. I think is a good angle. I need to measure up this hose and cut it, but I need to account for the amount of depth that this nut portion of this AN fitting takes up. The hose is just going to butt up to the bottom of that thread area, so that needs to be subtracted from the length on both ends. Alright, I think I got that cut right. Butts up against where it's going to go. I just got to do the hard part now. That end's on. Put this end on now. All right, let me see if this will fit. Had to get just the right bend in it, but that goes on there great. Down here under the car, I just need to swap this water pump so that the inlet and outlet are on the opposite sides, just to make it work the way I want it to. It's got like hard to get to bolts and like Allen head socket cap, whatever up there. So it's just a bunch of weaseling little wrenches around, but I'll get it done. And just like that, I got it the way I want it. I'll have to wait for my parts to come back from anodizing so I can put the pump back in here with the fitting on it and run the line that goes down to the outlet of the filter down there. That's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe, click the bell, get the notifications for when I post videos. Go check out my Instagram. I've been trying to be more active on Instagram, so check that out. Let me know if you like it. And always remember,
put cheese on it.